22nd, 1962, President John F. Kennedy broadcast a special message to the nation from his office in the White House. Here is President Kennedy as he delivered that message, bearing on recent events in Cuba.
Good evening, my fellow citizens. This government, as promised, has maintained the closest surveillance of the Soviet military buildup on the island of Cuba. Within the past week, unmistakable evidence has established the fact that a series of offensive missile sites is now in preparation on that imprisoned island. The purpose of these bases can be none other than to provide a nuclear strike capability against the Western Hemisphere.
This
On
does not
receiving the
sound
first
good.
preliminary hard information,
Hello, my name is Van Hoos,
And I'm Sam Couillard.
and our documentary is on the conflict and compromise of America and the Soviet Union during the Cold War.
President Kennedy and his team worked during the Cuban Missile Crisis and afterwards to prevent nuclear war, but they were prepared to have one. This Cold War is a great representation of conflict and compromise between the two superpowers.
I hope you enjoy our film.
That's it, the clackboard.
Okay, tell us, how are you doing today?
Doing great, doing great. Love to be around young people.
Now, I understand that you were serving in the Cold War.
During during the Korean War, right after the Korean War, during the Cold War, right?
Okay. Me and Sam have a few questions for you.
Sure.
The first question is, do you believe that the Cuban Missile Crisis was a compromise to prevent nuclear war?
Yes, I do. Well, we were having a bad time with the communist Russians back then, and here they were, the most powerful nation in the world, probably Russia, compared to us, who, like competing to be number one or number two. And of course, they had a larger country than us and more population, and we were having that arms race. That's what military move on our part, not to, I think Kennedy did a great thing when he stopped that. Otherwise, we'd have been, it's like you're giving a guy a big edge. So he did the right thing by stopping the missile. It was a good thing.
Do you believe that the Bay of Pigs invasion was a failure by John F. Kennedy?
Well, it was a fiasco. It was an attempt by the Cuban exiles. It wasn't like a military operation. If it had been, really backed by the United States with United States manpower and stuff, it would have been no problem at all. But it was a fiasco because it was just a group of untrained Cuban people, civilians, who just, you give them a couple of rifles, they thought they could just go ahead and take Cuba back, and Cuba was an organized army, well-trained with tanks and planes, and, they were well-trained and organized, where the Bay of Pigs was just almost a spur of the moment thing. Just a bunch of Cuban patriots wanting to take their country back, and they weren't anywhere near capable of doing that. It was really just a waste of time, a fiasco.
Now, was the making of the hydrogen bomb a good start to the atomic age?
Well, you can look at the atomic bomb and hydrogen bomb two ways. One, it was a powerful, great invention to split the atom and have atomic energy. but then it was also, it was like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. It's a terrible thing. Once you create atomic energy, you can't destroy it. You know, it goes on forever and ever. And the fear of having an atomic bomb or a hydrogen bomb is, it's a deterrent. You know, it was a great deterrent from Russia or our enemies, because you have to be a real crazy fanatic to start a war knowing that you can be annihilated also.
Do you think it was safe to hide our missiles from Turkey?
To do what?
Hide our missiles from Turkey.
I mean, right now, they're our allies, right? So, anything we can do to prevent war is necessary. And in war, you have to have allies. And, you know, it's a different, it's got, I don't think we'll ever have an atomic war. But just the threat of Turkey having missiles over there is a deterrent.
Okay, so do you believe that the U-2 plane incident was really an incident?
So that's like how much?
Yeah, it was a mistake. The guy, you know, we got, right now you got, all through history you've got, even back in the American Revolution, you got spies. If you have enemies, people that you disagree with, you know, you might be going to go to war with. It's been, you know, in the biblical days, you had people spying on each other. They wanted to know what's going on. And we just, we had a U-2, we had a plane, the guy, what was his name? It was a pilot. He made a mistake with his navigation and wind up getting shot down or falling, or his plane went down over there in Russia years ago. Of course, that he was just on a spy mission. No doubt about that. I think it was just blown up out of proportion, that's all. Those people were spying on us, and we were spying on them, and we just made a mistake and got caught. That's all.
Do you believe that the Soviets wanted a hot war start?
No, that's what I'm talking. They don't want a hot water start because they'd be eliminated. Why would Russia really want us to put an atom bomb on Moscow and wipe out 100,000 people and have that atomic bomb ruin their country for 100 years? You couldn't even go back because of radiation. No, it was just all bluff, all machismo. You know, with Khrushchev pounding on the table back in the 60s and threatening with the Cuban missiles and everything. It was all macho. You have an atomic war, it's in the end of civilization. It's all over. The world is finished. And nobody wants, you know, you can't win. If Russia had a war with us and dropped 10 atomic bombs on us, there's no way they could stop us from dropping 10 on them. You know, the minute those rockets left Russia, or whoever our enemy is, we know about it because we got radar and sonar and all kinds of spies. And we know at the minute there was like in Korea, if that guy tests a rocket, we know the minute it leaves the earth, we can destroy it. We know where it is. So why would we want to let them come over here and bomb us and then we go bomb them?
All right, Mr. Pembroke, I want to say thank you for your service.
Sure. I wish you guys will join. I'm a strong believer in our military.
We are here with
Ronald Bush.
Ronald Bush, and we have a few questions for you today.
Okay.
If nuclear war started, do you believe that we would have won, or the Soviets or mankind would have been destroyed?
I think that we would win.
Thank you for your service.
I wish I could have helped you more.
That's okay.
Thank you for your service.
Well, I'm glad to see you. So.
All right. Now, do you believe that the Cuban Missile Crisis was a compromise to prevent nuclear war?
Let me just check that again. Yes.
Can you elaborate on that?
Pardon?
Can you elaborate on that?
Was it a compromise to prevent a nuclear war? Yes, I believe it was President Kennedy was president at that time, right? I think it was a good idea because anything to prevent a nuclear war was great. So I think he was very successful, and I believe he deserves a lot of credit for that.
Do you believe that the Bay of Pigs invasion was a failure by H. John F. Kennedy?
I'm 98 years old, so it takes a little time to get my thought and go back that far back. No, I do not believe it was a failure.
Can you elaborate on that a little bit?
Yes. Well, I just happen to think John F. Kennedy was a very good president. We were fortunate to have him as president. So whatever he decided, I agree with.
And number 3, was the making of the hydrogen bomb a good spark to the atomic age?
Yes.
Can you elaborate on that a little bit?
I was unfortunately, it was unfortunate that science has progressed that far because that's the possibility of destroying the planet. So that's a very severe threat.
Do you believe the Soviets wanted a hot war to start?
I don't think so. You know, I know we talk about the Soviets. Actually, would you believe I've been to Russia? We took a trip. During my lifetime, I've had a lot of traveling. I've been to London, Paris, went to Russia.
Well, thank you for having time for this interview. Okay.
And I congratulate you young guys for the work you're doing.
We would like to thank you for your service.
Keep up the good work.